I'm Nicole. I teach 5th grade math. This strategy that I started using just about a month ago to basically unpack the standard that I needed to reteach for my students after their testing, and we picked out a standard that they needed to be retaught. It was super helpful just for the fact that as a first year teacher, it was really helpful to have it broken down. We picked out the standard and broke it into its important, like the main parts of it, and then used those chunked up parts to break it down into a pacing for us to use in class. So basically from chunking up the standard, we broke it into objectives that I was going to use in my class day to day. So one standard that my students didn't perform very well on in their standardized testing, we broke into 3 chunks, and then from that I was able to break up for 7 different objectives that we were going to cover over about 2 weeks. I really liked using it that way because it made it a lot easier for me to see what the essential parts were of things that I hadn't thought about that technically before, or thought about in that small of a sense. And then from there, I used our learning continuum kind of vertical pacing to break my students into small groups so that they could all be working toward the same objective on any given day, but they also had their own smaller objectives that were at their current level in the subject. So I had some students that were working on the standard for 2nd grade that would end up leading them up to our 5th grade standard that we were working towards, some at 3rd, 4th, 5th, and even a couple above. But just having those chunks broken up and knowing what we were working toward on the 5th grade level made it really easy to pick out those standards that were going to help them at their level to bring them up to that level. So yeah, it worked really well, being able to break it up like that and use it for small groups and pacing and things like that.